welcome back. Now, Tim, let it all out.
OK, now we're all fairly skint at the moment, and car manufacturers have noticed this. Their adverts are now claiming such things as, our car does 80 miles to the gallon.
Absolutely, but can we actually trust them?
Well, that is a good question. If you are basing the purchase of a new car on these claimed stats, then you better just watch this. A Smart for 2 CDI, 83.1 mpg. The Volvo C30 Drive, 64.2 mpg. The Skoda Superb Green Line, 55.4 mpg. All very appealing, but are the salesman's figures to be trusted? Today I'm going to be conducting my very own real-world economy tests, and to do that I've got my very own real-world army. Attention! Official fuel consumption figures are measured on a rolling road, with every car doing the same routine of acceleration and cruising over a bizarrely precise 6.8 miles. The average figure is known as the combined cycle. Now, it's this combined cycle that's supposed to represent real-world conditions. But with all these rules, routines and strict cycles, they don't take into account such things as lollipop ladies, hills and traffic. So, is it a fair test? To find out, I'm going to get my troops to replicate the test for real, on proper roads with real driving conditions. First up, we needed to fill all the cars to the first click, so that when we refilled them at the end of the day, we'd know exactly how much fuel had been used. Let the test begin. The course was a 70-mile route from the middle of Birmingham, taking in some A roads and dual carriageways, and a bit of motorway before going back. If that isn't a combined cycle, I don't know what is. Check out the budding car journalist in the Skoda.
It is nice to drive, this is. You'll see in a second when we swap over.
But for me, despite how good it is, out of these three cars, unfortunately, because of the badge, I would still say I'll have the Volvo.
I would have the Volvo.
And I haven't even been in the Volvo yet.
That's where I was, just chilling with the ladies. How long have you been married? Just noticed that you do most of your driving with your big toe. You know, if you had to just run away with one of the men on fifth gear, which one would it be?
I like Quentin.
You like Quentin? He doesn't work on the show anymore.
Shame.
Yeah. Meanwhile, guess what the granddads are on about in the smart car?
I wonder how many people would have their first sexual experience in a smart car. Oh, hell!
Halfway through our very average journey, we stopped somewhere for some very average lunch before swapping cars, ready for the second part of the test. The Skoda. Some of our soldiers were taking things a little too seriously.
Wow, 755 miles now.
That's extraordinary, isn't it?
Whereas others were getting bored.
I spy with my little eye.
Yeah.
Something beginning with...
Yeah. Come on.
C.
Cauliflower. Cabbage. Car. Crane. Crescent. Crab. Crab meat. Crab sticks. Crab stick sandwich. Then, just as we were getting thoroughly sick of driving, we were back. We filled the cars up to the first click again, then all I did was divide the miles covered by the gallons used. So, the Smart for 2, let's remind ourselves of what the manufacturers claim. 83.1 miles per gallon. And our survey says 81.3. That's pretty close. So, the Volvo C30, the manufacturers claim 64.2 miles per gallon, and our survey says 63.0. That's even closer. So finally, the Skoda Superb, the manufacturers say 55.4 miles to the gallon that car manages, and our survey finally reveals the truth, 52.7. That's pretty good. They're all pretty good. Do you know what? I would love to be calling the manufacturers a load of lying toe rags. That would be great, but sorry, I just can't. The claimed MPG figures published by them, well, we've tested them and we got almost the same as them, proving that if you drive your car carefully, you too should be able to match them.
Do you know what? That's a genuine shock to me.
It really is, isn't it? I've always thought, like most people, that these manufacturers just make these figures up. You know, they massage them a bit, but we have proven there that they're almost exactly precise, which is good. But I'd like to point out we did drive very sensibly.
Yeah, well, that is sensible advice.